They say he's a tough teammate to have. Coaches say he's a tough player to coach. Why?
Because he gonna do it his way.
If you lean on the Jimmy side, you gotta see how this look for the actual fan.
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball.
The Miami Heat have suspended Jimmy Butler indefinitely. This is his third suspension just this month.
A little while ago, Jimmy Butler was one of the top players in the league and was receiving high praises from most of the basketball community.
Jimmy Butler is one of the smartest basketball players that I've ever been around.
Right. And we don't look at Jimmy as a great scorer. But if there's something that comes over this man come playoff time, because he's a different animal.
Jimmy is one of the most special players and closers in this league.
You know, both sides of the floor, you know, one of the best players in the league, probably top 5, probably the best actually.
But at one point, Jimmy started to become unhappy with his team.
Pat, this weekend, Jimmy Butler had said, you know, if he was healthy, that Boston would have gone home.
You know, for him to say that, you know, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling? Or is that Jimmy serious? You know, if you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut. And your criticism of those teams.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
Butler was now public enemy number 1.
You're looking for your bag. There was a two-year, $113 million extension you didn't get. You're hoping to get at least that from somebody else. How are you going to get that if this is your reputation going out the door?
You know, unfortunately, you know, this is a part of the NBA, right? And it doesn't happen all the time, but there are times when a player wants to leave an organization, the organization and the player are not on the same page, but you also have a collective bargaining agreement that the players and the owners have agreed on for players to act and conduct themselves in a certain way. Eventually, this all plays out and it all works out, but unfortunately right now, we get to see it in real time. This organization and this player was on the same page and they got to the NBA Finals. Now that they're not on the same page, you see where they are. They're struggling to, you know, be in playoff contention. And Jimmy now is kind of trying to figure out what's his next move.
You are not helping yourself, Jimmy Butler, when something like this happens.
You know, the letter of the law states be professional and, you know, do things that you're supposed to do. So by the letter of the law, he disobeyed the letter of the law, which shows a little bit of unprofessionalism.
He misses game after game after game. He wanted out of Minnesota. He wanted out of Chicago. He didn't sign in Philadelphia. Now he wants out of Miami. Enough of Jimmy Butler.
It's going up against Pat Riley. He's going to lose. Pat Riley is arguably the greatest person in NBA history as far as coaching, running teams, and everything.
It is unprofessional. Like there's, you know, when you miss things that you're supposed to be at and you get paid to be at, there's no other word for it.
Why? Every 5 seconds he wants to be traded.
It's becoming a distraction, and they still have a chance to still be in the playoffs and compete. So the sooner you get rid of the problem or fix the problem, I feel like the better you will be.
So we looking at it from the outside like, hey, Jimmy, what is wrong with Jimmy? What is he doing? Why is he doing that? Why did he walk out of the practice? Why is he showing up with the opposite team's colors on his shoes? What is he doing?
And I get what Jimmy says, I want my money. What Pat Riley is saying, I don't see the upside. He said, I can't give you 120 a two-year extension based on what you've done. I got to give you 120 million based on what I believe you can do.
I know I love Jimmy. I get it. But I like hooping. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
The business is going to be the business. You know you're going to get traded or you're going to leave. You're going to opt out. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. But, like, I know he just enjoy playing basketball. Like, I don't know. It's different for me.
And if you get in a contest with Pat Riley, you're going to lose, plain and simple.
You are not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself.
I agree, you would never encourage someone to behave this way, but if he gets what he wants at the end of it, how can you say it wasn't worth it? And by the way, I think he will get the majority of his money back. These suspensions, they're kind of ridiculous in how long they are. The Heat are just making a point.